Hello and welcome to another video. So it looks like Jeff Saxon Vlogs and BigBrudda uploaded. You can watch BigBrudda first. This is a short video. Here's Jeff Saxon Vlogs. Let's see what we can do.
Hey there, little brothers, BigBrudda here. You'll notice there's a certain baritone to my voice. I've unfortunately been sick for the past week, and I haven't been able to do much of anything. I did one live stream with Carl, Dave, and Mike, and that one went pretty well because I didn't have to talk too much. But unfortunately, I need to make an announcement. And I need to make this announcement because you're going to find out one way or another from my brother. Basically, I quit my job for YouTube. Again. But let me explain on this one. Granted, I do understand that it is Christmas Eve. My last day of work was last week, but it ended up going up to the holidays. So technically my last day would be Christmas Day because I have a paid holiday. So Merry Christmas! But I think I need to explain myself a little bit better this time because a lot of you may find this as a shock, and it's a little bit of a shock to me too because I didn't anticipate doing this again. Essentially, after the last time I left my job for YouTube, I was working for 5 years in an auditing firm, auditing local governments, and it just wasn't fulfilling. So after I tried YouTube for a stint, didn't really have anybody to film with, anybody that was interested in filming with me, and I just ended up going right back to it, doing mental auditing, fun stuff. Obviously that didn't work out too well because in 6 months later I left that place and I started working for them. I was the CFO/treasurer for a local city. They only got a $20 million operating budget, and I was doing that for 6 months, but it kind of reached a point of just, let me explain it this way. And this is how I view things a little bit. I tend to think that in American society we kind of put ourselves in this position that we're being told what to do. And if you think about it, you go to preschool, you go to kindergarten, you go to elementary school, middle school, high school, and then they're saying, well, you gotta go to college. You gotta go to college, and they put you in college, and like, what do you want to do? And you're like, I don't know. And they're like, well, this is what I think that you should do. And then you go to some other guidance counselor or advisor, and they're like, well, this is what I think you should do. Then you end up in a program of something that just really is going to get you a job, and then you graduate, and then what happens? You get a job. You get a job, you're super thrilled, you're getting some money in. Where's that money going? It's going to pay bills. And then what happens next? Generally, for most people, they're going to pursue the American dream, the pursuit of happiness. They're going to find a woman or a man or whatever you're into, and they're going to have a family. And then they're going to get a house together, they're going to get a mortgage, and then they're going to get in their 30s or late 20s and take a step back and think, what the f***? And I don't think that I'm necessarily at that point. I think that I was on my way to reach that point, but I kind of caught myself a little bit. So back in September, I started realizing some things about myself and the predicament that I was in, and I started making some
Sorry about not talking much in this field. This is important. So
philosophical life changes in terms of how I view everything in this world, and it led me to the position I'm in now. Unfortunately, my plan, because I recognized that the last time that I did this, the ad dollars for YouTube was not enough to sustain myself with all the bills that I had incurred, and so I developed this plan where I was able to sign over my brother's assets and operating income from his business over to my bank accounts. And it was only intended to last up until the holidays while peak ad dollars were in place, and unfortunately, he found the original contracts and was able to remove them. So the idea was I was going to establish a little nest egg for myself so that when I eventually got back into YouTube, that I could do it without any worry that I won't be able to meet all my bill needs. Yeah. Funny thing is, for Jesse's Christmas present, I was actually going to make the contract null and void. So it came as a shock to me when I put in my notice and my last day was done and turned in my keys that my brother had already taken care of making the contract null and void by removing the contract altogether and removing me as somebody on his account.
Wow, cool.
So, because you guys are going to find out eventually, I wanted to let you guys know up front that, hey, I'm back to doing YouTube full time. And sometimes, I kind of wish my voice was always like this. Let's line from the rest of it on the word Job's like seductively reading things off the menu. Chicken fingers with club sauce. Ballpark nachos with club sauce. Oh, guys. But anyway, guys, I think this is kind of the bulk of the announcement. I'm not going to make this too long. I'm not going to waste your time with any more explanations other than that. I just wanted you guys to know that you should expect everything in the future coming from me, because this is what I'm doing now. We had a lot of great Twitch streams recently. I want to just shout out real quick Mike Deck for the win, and Queen Savage Leo 1997, and then also Blanket Monster, because your donations have really kept that stream going so far. In fact, tonight being Christmas Eve, I'm going to do a live stream simultaneously as my brother, as he always plans to. If you guys want to tune in, by all means, I encourage it. The big issue for me right now is going to be figuring out how to tell my parents, because this is the first time this is coming out in the open as of right now. Only my brother and Swift and Dom seem to know, but who knows how long that's going to last, and So anyway, guys, subscribe for more content, click the notification bell, follow me on Twitch. I'm going to be doing that a lot more nowadays. And guys, just remember, no matter where you're at in your life, always remember that you have a choice. You can change your perspective, you can change your living situation, you can change your job, you can change anything. Just remember that. You're not.
Nice. Alright. Well, I'm looking forward. Expect everything. So expect more BigBrudda reactions coming up.